Well, I live around Lumley area, and I feel say others don't see this face go recognize me in Aberdeen. So and I can walk around at the beach side, you see things the way people, where they can just the domestic waste, they can just throw away.
Like what you see
I
on
can
the
see
screen.
plastics, yeah, different things, and I can see even coconut stick, them they arrive and other factor. So, but the coconut stick it gets me interest because in the undergreen only in upward, and I find out say if use them in different way it will last. So I they use them, I can gather them, dry them, and now I find out say I can able for make them into something very useful. We will use now the tourism industry, and also the restaurants, them, the hotels, and then go for make it be indigenous Sierra Leone, made in Sierra Leone product.
Okay.
And I don't take over 6 years now. They investigate and also they try to develop more products based on coconuts.
So you're not you focus there?
Well, not
not
necessarily coconut. I try for also raise the awareness for people for recycle things them, like for example, plastic bag them where, where with the drink pan. I see where you go in the streets, people didn't throw them outside. But for me, I know they throw them, I get my bag, anything one I drink, I gather them, I put them inside. And I find out, say, at the back of my house, some beginning can gather them. So sometimes if I'm able to use them, first up we use them, make bags, I can just give them and say when I go. Then they go use them for maybe for other purpose, something for light fire, something for go sell back to the one the way wants plastic. So and also at the use broken bottles where if you the work at the sea, you go see say bottle and they go back and forth, and in the course of time, then they become very smooth and they become very nice for use as lockets. Where for example this one where I get, it's a design made from broken bottle, and I just accessorize and put something there we go. Make it become more attractive in Sierra Leone.
Now some of them here where they do so recycling a whole industry, but you don't get the wherewithal for able to develop that kind of industry inside salon. So what do you want to do? Because at this stage where you don't get the idea now you bring them, you need to get more help for make you go able to establish and make an industry in Sierra Leone. You get that plan there at all?
Well, yes.
How you want to reach that stage there where you go able to get an industry for the manufacturing here?
Well, as me, I refer myself to a local stakeholder in the community, and I saw myself back, look back to my community for local stakeholders. Then we will come around me and ask what you do, whose kind way you want to come go. And for example, I decide say, make I do a pilot project, back of my house. In the future, I will come back for make a show all the processes. I decide for do, I don't start for build a workshop, where I would mass produce them product here. For example, I bring 1 or 2 of them, and this now coconut stick waste. If you don't look and find, you're not going to wait in this.
Now, Gongoli make so.
Well, they face them, they are very natural, and I find out say each and every one of them, where I do, it gets your unique identity. So
what do you call this thing?
Well, this in get your name, and
you don't name it.
Well, it gets your name. I decide for name during the time when the vice president position in there as so I decided for say let's call it Fo, and try for depict the resemblance and give a two perspective, of the artist's own imagination. Like if you look on one part get different design and the other part, looking at like with vice president, Victor Fo as an elderly person and also a wise man, and also we know of a unique identity looks, you get nice haircut. We always admire, so
when I make it is still
yes, small eye bar,
like
and yes.
You don't go show on this thing now.
Well, not necessarily I did for Schwam, but I need to organize a workshop where I would train other people so that we could do a more bigger exhibition.
Okay, you get young people with the train?
Well, in the community, I get different areas them where I can go. I can sell the idea, and some people can look and say, oh, yes, this is a nice idea. Like, for example, this one, where I do one with...
So this one, now, what's in your name?
Well, this one not gets name it, like I'll be honest with you. With time, I will give them some country name or some indigenous name where you go attract people. And I use them with, these are just waste material. Where they tailor them. Yes. Okay. We tailor them no one.
So, now because of the Rasta business make you, they do them here or something else?
Well, not necessarily. You know, let's say Rasta man na a teacher. You know, na a person where preserve the environment, you know, respect nature. And I then kind light then they want for promote, you know. Yes.